Do not rest till you bring up the ark. Surely I will not come into the tabernacle of my house, nor go up into my bed. I will not give sleep to mine eyes, or slumber to mine eyelids, until I find out a place for the Lord, and habitation for the mighty God of Jacob. Psalm 132, 3-5. David was a king, yet he refused to enjoy the pleasures which his position gave him. Why was that? Because my Holy Spirit had put such a tremendous commission upon his life and burden upon his heart. He was burning with the vision of the thing that I had called him to do. That was to go out to the land of Ephrathah and bring back the Ark of the Covenant from where it had been for almost 100 years. He had heard the story many times of how the Ark had been carried by the Levites into the battle with the Philistines, how Eli's sons, the priest of the Ark, had been slain, and the Ark had been captured by the Philistines. He had heard the awesome stories of what had happened to it. But now it was time for the ark to come home. Home was no longer in Shiloh. It was in Jerusalem. David had prepared a place of worship and prayer in his house. I had met with him there many times. We had had sweet fellowship together. But now I had called him, and my spirit had burdened him to fetch home the Ark of the Covenant from the house of Obed-Edom. David's little place of worship was not enough. He needed the Ark. In his zeal and haste to do it, he did not think to read the scriptural pattern of how to get my glory. He went in the pomp of ceremony of the flesh, and I was displeased, for David was getting too much glory and pride out of it. I smote Uzzah because he put his hand on the ark. Uzzah was not anointed to be priest. He could not touch the ark. Many do not understand the workings of the Holy Spirit, and so they must suffer. The ark was on the cart when the oxen stumbled. It seemed to Uzzah that the ark was about to fall off the cart when he took hold of it. I smote him there for his error. Many well-meaning people do not let me do what I know is right. They put their hand on the workings of the Holy Spirit. So what if I use a stumbling ox, or a frail vessel, or someone who is full of mistakes? Can't they trust me to right all things? Too many put their hands out and try to correct situations instead of letting me work things out. That is why revivals stop. That is why people die, because they put their hands out to correct in their own misunderstandings. Listen, they put their hands out to correct in their own understanding situations that should be left only to me. Leave some things alone. David was heartbroken. He was grieving. He could neither sleep nor eat. He must bring home the ark. That is why he cried out to me. I gave him this burden. I have given you a burden too. A burden to have my glory, my presence, my revival, my best in your soul. See, cry out to me like that, and you shall have great success. Cry out for the lost, like praying John Hyde of cried out. Give me these souls, or I die. Go the Bible way, pay the price, and you shall see my glory. I heard David's cry. I gave him guidance. Men not oxen, shoulders, not a cart must carry the ark of the Lord. So today, only men can bring my glory into God's house, not machinery, but human vessels filled with the Spirit and endued with my burden will bring up the glory of Israel. And you are called to have a part